Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with Judgment Day captured fan interest, thanks to the unbelievable heat that Dominic Mysterio gets, and so much more. Rhea Ripley is a breakout star for the faction as well, as she carries the WWE Women's World title. There were much different plans for the stable when they started things. Edge and Damian Priest were the original first members of the Judgment Day stable. Then Finn joined and they quickly kicked Edge to the curb. It turns out that this was not the original plan at all. Talk is Jericho recently had Adam Copeland on the show for an interview. During that discussion, the Rated R superstar revealed that WWE actually pushed up plans for Judgment Day considerably, and fans saw that all transpire on television. Adam Copeland said, "When we were doing Judgment Day, the plan was that Finn joins and about a year later, they all turn on me. Well, then I got to Hell in a Cell, and it was like, no, we're changing everything. And we're speeding up that year-long process, and he's joining tomorrow and turning tomorrow, and it was just starting to find some legs, but it was going to be swimming upstream with me in it. It really was. I started to have that realization. It's like, I don't think they're gonna get where they need to get to with me in this thing. People know the real story, and that was an instance where I did try and flip everything, change it all overnight, cut my hair off, change the music, and start coming out in suits. I tried changing everything and I realized at this stage, it's not what they want, at least for me. They wanted to be able to cheer for this guy that they didn't get for 9 years. Judgment Day is still going strong, and they are one of the most powerful forces in the company. Obviously, there are a lot of stories left to tell, but you never know what can happen in WWE. Finn and Damian Priest just lost the undisputed tag team titles at WWE Fastlane. What's your take on the Judgment Day's booking? The next story is about WWE has a few members of the NXT roster who are primed and ready to do big things in the company. Although she was defeated for the NXT Women's title, Tiffany Stratton isn't done yet, and she's also in line to become a big deal on the main roster eventually. Tiffany Stratton gained prominence in recent months, winning the NXT Women's Championship at NXT Battleground 2023. She had a successful title run and engaged in a rivalry with Becky Lynch, ultimately losing the championship to the former Raw Women's Champion. In the course of this feud, she made appearances on WWE Raw and Payback. While speaking with Fox News Digital, Paul Heyman stated that Tiffany Stratton is a star who, if she keeps going on her current trajectory, she will be a major player for the company. He also compared her to other main event female stars like Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. Paul said Tiffany Stratton is someone that Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair and the main roster women better keep their eyes on because she's another one who, if she continues on this path, is going to be a significant player in the future of this industry and leading the industry into the future. Paul Heyman emphasized Stratton's ability to compete with Lynch, especially in their verbal exchanges. He pointed out that engaging in verbal battles with a seasoned veteran like Lynch was a challenging feat. Heyman mentioned that Stratton had a good grasp of self-presentation, and she demonstrated it in an admirable manner. I thought Tiffany Stratton not only held her own in the ring with Becky Lynch, I thought in the promos that she did with Becky Lynch she more than held her own as well. That's no easy task for someone that hasn't been on the main roster for a long time, let alone for any time. Tiffany held her own in a very tense situation with Becky Lynch and looked great doing it. I wasn't because Becky Lynch knew how to carry her through the segment. It was because Tiffany knew how to present herself, and she did it quite well, very impressive. Tiffany Stratton has impressed fans and WWE higher-ups alike. She obviously has their confidence, because Stratton is plastered over a ton of NXT marketing as well. Only time will tell how long it will be until she has a Raw or SmackDown logo behind her. What's your take on Tiffany Stratton's future in WWE? The final story is about 2023 draws to a close. WWE's focus shifts to Saudi Arabia, where they are set to host the 2023 Crown Jewel event in Riyadh on November 4th. Crown Jewel will be quite a show, and we already have a World Heavyweight Championship match, but one huge name isn't booked for the show. Ringside News confirmed that John Cena is going to wrestle at Crown Jewel. That will be a massive attraction for the Saudi Arabia show, but one staple of those events is not going this time around. Ringside News reached out to confirm Brock Lesnar's status for WWE Crown Jewel on November 4th. We were told that the Beast Incarnate is not booked for the Saudi Arabian event. Brock Lesnar's last match was against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. It was reported after that he would be back, and then Ringside News exclusively reported more details about the situation. It appears that break for the Beast Incarnate is going to continue. Since WWE has no December premium live event, that only leaves Survivor Series as the last big show of 2023 for Brock Lesnar's possible appearance. We have not been able to confirm that Lesnar will miss Survivor Series, but the first report of his hiatus was that he would take the rest of 2023 off. Only time will tell when Brock Lesnar returns to WWE. The company keeps his schedule secret at times, because it draws a huge pop when his music breaks the moment out of nowhere. That being said, don't expect to see him in the build toward WWE Crown Jewel. What's your take on Brock Lesnar taking the rest of 2023 off?